Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in again. Today we're going to do an old-fashioned draw along and have a bit of a natter and talk about a couple of things. And yeah, let's get right to it. Okay, so here we are in my art studio again, and I'm hoping to get the levels right on everything I'm doing. I'm still very new to YouTubing, at least in this very proactive way, I suppose. You might have noticed that there was a massive few years gap between my last YouTube and the not my last YouTube, about 2 months ago, and all of a sudden I started posting more regularly, and I'm getting into the habit of doing it properly. And habits and moving and going forward are definitely a major part of my life right now, since the pandemic and everything I went through there, which I've spoken about already before. It definitely made me change how I view my life and how I want to build my life from the inside out and from creativity outward, which means I have to prioritize all of the things that I love to do and find ways to do them again, because I'd stopped doing so much. In that, there was also this just keep going mentality, which I've always had, and it hasn't always been very good for me, because there is certain points where just keep going is just not what your body needs. Sometimes it needs rest. And this time of year, as I record this, it is November, and the winter months are generally particularly harsher on us fragile, sensitive artists, because we naturally like to hibernate anyway. We naturally sort of want to pull ourselves away from everything, and I think that's just a part of being an artist. We need to sort of cocoon ourselves, but there is also a danger in that we become so isolated that the everyday loneliness of being an artist can become a bit much to bear. There's also depression goes up this time of year, anxiety goes up this time of year. So I want to let you all know that that you can take some time out, and even if you do need a little break over these months, have them. I think one of the rules I live by is that while art is limitless, artists are not. And I very much, for most of my life, have been indoctrinated myself into that mindset of sort of that toxic, internalized capitalist, must keep going, must be productive at all costs, and I didn't see rest as being productive. But if you don't rest, if you don't watch the movies and really fill your creative cup, you burn out so quickly. And I've done it so often. So if you're in that space and you just need a bit of time to get yourself going, then take it, relax. So I suppose today what I want to sort of keep reiterating on and keep talking about is just making sure that your self-care routines are more in practice this time of year, because they do slip up on you. And because we change and we grow, our self-care practices have to change and grow with us, because it's so often that I've done this where I'm looking after who I used to be and not looking after who I am right now. And that's with so many projects that I'm trying to do right now. This year I've published a book, and I've written another one, and I'm publishing another one, and everything else is going on, and I'm relaunching my art YouTube, and I'm relaunching my music YouTube, and I'm getting back into all the things that I'm deeply passionate about, and I'm really working hard to create the room for them and the momentum for them and all of that sort of stuff. But I've given myself a mandate of having to do this in a way that is healthy and in a way that I can sort of take my time, and I don't have to rush, and I don't have to hurt myself in order to create. And I suppose that was one of the big things that I used to do a lot, was push myself. I used to proudly say sleep is for the weak, and I know that some people say that in a sort of tongue-in-cheek fun way, but no, I actually meant it. I was in that special strange place. Thankfully not anymore, and I'm happy, and I'm making everything I want to make. So the way I've done that is through structure, which I probably will do a big YouTube on at some point, or maybe put it in a podcast. Yes, I'm launching a podcast as well. Like I said, I've given myself a lot of things to do, but I am enjoying all of them, and they are actually benefiting me, and I am feeling healthier, happier, and creating from much more of a from a full cup rather than just constantly mining myself for everything. I should also note that about all the tools I'm using. I think it's I'm just having a waffle about mental health, but yeah, I am using sort of just ordinary watercolor pencils and markers and Staedtler fine liners, and the watercolors I think are Winsor & Newton, and just ink pen, and that's just graphite pencil. Yes, I do use graphite pencil over my watercolor drawings. I know you're not supposed to, but I don't care, I'm a rebel. Yeah, so like I said, with winter being what it is, and with artists sort of coming up to that mad rush, if you're lucky, that mad rush of selling a lot of work, and if you're not selling a lot of work, it's the frustration that you're not selling a lot of work, and there's just so much pressure. So just take your time. Like I said, build slowly. What I've been doing is just making sure that I have my freest day of the week is Thursday, so that's when I tend to do my YouTube channels. And but yesterday I got a whopping migraine, so I'm fitting it in today on a Friday. And yeah, so that's what's going there. So just like I said, take your time, go easy on yourself in these next few months, and try not to burn the candle at both ends, and take that from someone with some experience. But until then, this is what I have been making. And here it is, the finished result. I am trying to get the camera to focus on it so that I can give you some of the detail. I finished it off with Distress ink and sponge just to close that in a bit more, and some smudging and some Posca markers. So yeah, if you like it, it will be in my store on Monday, because I upload things to my stores on a Monday. Also, I should point out I do a lot of other work similar to this, so we also have her and him and him and her and him, her. This little one is one of my favorites, and her. I think most of these are on my store, and those that aren't will be on Monday. So thank you for tuning in again, and I really hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more of me, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I think push a notification button. I'm still figuring YouTube out, I'm getting there. But yeah, there's links down below to all my store and all my Instagram and all of the websites and things like that. So yeah, thank you for tuning in again. I will catch up with you in the comments.